Homemade yogurt is not only easy to make, but it's also economical and it's good for your tummy. Sure, there's a little bit of science involved, but you know what? It's not rocket science. You got this. And homemade yogurt is so versatile. We make our yogurt with two simple ingredients. First, a plain yogurt, and by plain, I mean nothing added to it, no sugar, and no fruit. We use a quarter cup of plain yogurt to 4 cups of cow's milk. And of course, you'll need a pot, and I suggest that you have a thermometer. A candy thermometer would work great. For this recipe, you want to take your milk and warm it up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. I know, your store-bought milk's already been pasteurized, but once it's open, it allows bacteria to form in there. So you want to make sure that you're starting with fresh milk so that it can make its own bacteria. Wink, wink. Once the milk is heated up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to cool it down so that it cools down to between 105 and 115 degrees Fahrenheit. It's the perfect temperature for yogurt to start. To our yogurt starter that we've had on the counter, so it kind of came up to about room temperature, we take a little bit of the warm milk and we mix it in with the yogurt starter to temper that yogurt, because we don't want to shock that yogurt by throwing it into the warm milk if it's cold. Once it's been tempered, we then just take the yogurt mixture and we pour it right into the pot of milk. Make sure you get it all. You don't want to waste any of that yummy goodness. Now just stir it in. Stir it really well to combine it. And make sure that you don't have any lumps. Though if you've tempered the yogurt with the warm milk, you probably won't have any lumps at this point. You just want to make sure that it's completely combined. I have a clean jar that I'm pouring the yogurt into. And don't worry about filling that jar right up to the top, guys. The yogurt doesn't expand. The volume stays the same. Now there's all my yogurt ready to go. So it didn't quite fit in my 4-cup jar, so I always have a little bit left over. Now this is the buddy system. So we have this cooler, it's just a lunchbox size cooler, and the buddy is the jar on the right at the back that just has hot tap water in it. Now that keeps the temperature inside the cooler nice and warm. Now we leave our yogurt to sit for 8 to 10 hours, and sometimes we change that warm water about halfway through. Let's see how the yogurt turned out. And that's what you want, guys. You want nice, firm yogurt to be in those containers so that when you do the flip, it doesn't come out. I'm happy with that. This is what I made for my snack at lunch today. Those were some of our frozen Saskatoons. I just added it on top of my plain yogurt and a little bit of granola. There's no point in buying this pre-made, guys, when you can make it yourself at home for so much less money. That's it for now. We're all done here.